Hi everyone, welcome back. All right, let's have a look at the next one. And it's looking like another faded one. Oh, that was a long, right, okay, I can read this. And I do remember this quite well. Can you read that? It is The Flintstones. September 15th, 1994, 7:15 p.m. Now this was the first movie that I saw at Macquarie, Greater Union, when Macquarie opened their cinemas. And I remember going with my mum and another friend, and my sister went to see Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, on her own when we saw The Flintstones. The Flintstones was pretty cool. There's a lot of CGI that, you know, it was 90s CGI, so it isn't exactly the best CGI, but for the time, 1994, it was pretty good. You know, Dino, for example, the dinosaur, was fully CGI. There are a lot of puppets as well being used. Like the cartoon, I suppose, you know, I was expecting it to be really funny. It was funny in parts, but it was mostly, I don't know, amusing in parts, but not hilarious. The acting was okay. There was John Goodman. Oh, and the mother. There was the mother-in-law, Elizabeth Taylor, was in this. So it was pretty funny to see Elizabeth Taylor in that role as Fred's mother-in-law. There's not a lot extra that I remember about it. I know that there was a lot of merchandising at the time. You know, McDonald's tie-ins and all that type of thing to try to cash in, because it was expected to be a really big blockbuster. I can't remember if it was a big blockbuster, but I remember there was a lot of advertising about it and I wanted to see it. I will give this a 3 stars out of 5 stars. If you guys remember what it was like, don't hesitate to write a comment about what your experience was with this film. I can read it. I hope you guys can read it. Can you read that? True Lies. This is another film that I saw at Macquarie Shopping Centre, Greater Union. And when was it? What was the date? September 16th. Oh, okay. So I saw one on the 15th and then one on the 16th. So I was pretty keen. Went back the next day to go see another movie. I saw True Lies with Mum. True Lies, of course, is a pretty big summer blockbuster from 1994 with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. And it's directed by James Cameron. And this was actually, I really liked this. I don't like a lot of Arnie movies, but this one I really liked, because there was quite a lot of comedy in it, and there was some great action sequences. And I never really saw Jamie Lee Curtis in that much before this movie either. So you know, it was good to see her in this comedic role and action role. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger is pretty hard to take seriously, but you don't need to take this movie seriously. It's just you just go along for the action ride and the comedy, and yeah, you know, if you don't know the story, he's a spy, but he's been lying to his wife, Jamie Lee Curtis, pretending that he's like a salesman for something. And eventually, you know, she finds out, and then they have to work together to stop some terrorists' plot to bomb something. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. So yeah, I really liked it, and I'd happily watch it again. I have seen it a few times since, but I would happily watch it again at the drop of a hat. I would give this a 4 out of 5. Right, so let's have a look. Oh, I can't read it. Yes, I can read it. Okay. Another one at Macquarie. I was just obsessed with going to Macquarie Shopping Centre to go to the movies. Can you read that? It says Speed. September 26, 1994. 10:15 in the morning, that was early. I was pretty keen. Speed with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. Yeah, this is one of Keanu Reeves' iconic roles. He did a really good job with this, and this is basically the first time I think that we all saw Sandra Bullock in anything. As just the, I don't know, she's just not the damsel in distress, but you know, she ends up driving the bus that needs to stick to a certain speed limit, otherwise there's a bomb that's going to go off. And I know that Dennis Hopper was the villain of this film, and the way that he dies in the end is pretty amusing, kind of amusing, off. Yeah, I thought it was good. There's some hilarious action sequences as well, including when the bus drives over some jump from an unfinished freeway and still manages to land, like, I don't know, like 50 meters further down, which is just, you know, so ridiculous. But action films are okay. It's okay to be ridiculous in action films. That's what makes them entertaining. I would give this probably, I would say a 3.5. I think I've watched it at least once since. Thanks guys. So what you need to do is subscribe to my channel, comment on anything that you think is interesting about any of those 3 films, and I will see you next time. Thanks guys, bye.